Hey everyone, and welcome to a pretty little podcast. I'm Allie, Violet Vixen Commissaro, and
I'm Jessie. Thanks for coming back another week. We're so excited to have you guys and talk to this band.
so introducing the electrifying musical force that is Milou Sky. With their captivating sound and boundless energy, this dynamic group has taken the music scene by storm, leaving audiences in awe and craving more. Milou Sky weaves together a fusion of genres effortlessly, blending rock, pop, and soul into seamless tapestry of sonic delight. Please welcome our friends, Milou Sky. Hey guys.
Hi.
That was a wonderful introduction.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So I'm going to give you a second to go on, kind of introduce yourselves and say a little something about how you contribute to the band.
For sure. I'm Ryan Beckett, and I play guitar and sing.
I'm Zach Nimpo. I'm the drummer.
And I'm Liam Meadowcroft. I play guitar and I also sing.
Nice. So let's jump right in. How did you come together as a band? What is the story behind you guys?
So, Zach and I are stepbrothers, and he had a friend who's a good friend of ours. His name, I won't say the name, but he was like an old soul, right? Like we were kids then. Like when we first met, he had a good friend already, who was into classic rock music, and he got him into it, who got me into it, and instantly, like we saw, like the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, all those greats and stuff, and we were like, that seems just fine.
Yeah.
So we
I'd
decided
like to do that.
we wanted to do that, and I always had a guitar because my brother had gotten a guitar when he was like real young. He never played it or anything, but it was just sitting in the house, all the time. And I was just like, well, let me try playing this thing. And I asked my dad for guitar lessons, which I soon got. And then he was
Did you learn on acoustic or did you learn on electric?
I learned on an electric guitar. Yeah. It was like a little like shitty Jay Reynolds guitar or something like that. But it was like, it was good enough for me at the time. And then he was like,
yeah, I was in 5th grade when I started playing drums. And it's the same thing. I just had a shitty $100 drum kit. The cymbals sounded like tin cans. And we just started jamming together,
And so what happened was, we were jamming together like all the time in like our garage, and I remember being in school, and I went to school with Liam, and I was singing Black Dog by Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Like, hey, mama said the way you move, gonna make you, that song. And he was the only kid in the class that knew the words to it too. And I was like, okay, you're pretty cool, So
It helped us bond quicker, and then we realized we liked the same music,
I remember there was a time at Christmas you texted him with a picture of the.
Yeah, I got a guitar for Christmas, and I was like, "Yo, we should jam." They were already doing their thing. I came over. I don't think it was right away. I think it might have been like a year later or something.
No, yeah,
like
it was
that.
over. It was spread out like a while because it was out like one point where we ended up playing at the school, and it was just Zach and I, and we were trying to get him to be able to play our song, which was a little shitty little.
How long have you guys been playing together?
Probably like 2014.
Yeah, close to 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been following you for a little over a year, and I just fell in love with you guys like instantly.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So, what would you describe your overall sound and style of your music?
It's a melting pot, Holly.
We get asked that question a lot, and it's always hard to explain it, just because it's like, in the studios, a bunch of different things. Live, it's like a bunch of different things, but it's like, I'd say it's like a mix between like pop, rock, indie, alternative, reggae, jazz, Latin fusion. No, it's like pop rock, indie, alternative type. I think it would be the easiest way.
We listen to a lot of different music, so when we play, like, we'll do really like just about anything. You know what I mean? We'll
You get
incorporate.
inspired.
I mean,
Yeah.
I hear automatically, even with songs that are not done by them, I definitely hear like the Beatles and Nirvana and Sex Pistols. I mean,
Yeah.
your punk rock sound is on point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's about listening to a lot of different music, and it's like
Every song's got its own thing. It's not about like we're never whatever the idea is. It's capturing that idea. It's not about like we have to sound like this or we have to sound like Milou Sky. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah. Because I mean, we're not like we don't feel like we're under pressure to write a bunch of songs in this certain style or something like that. We just listen to a bunch of music, and it just naturally comes out when we're practicing or playing live or recording, whatever it is that we're doing. You know what I mean?
Are you planning on getting back in the studio?
We're still kind of figuring it out. We want to. We have stuff we want to record. I guess it's just about timing when we can do it. I don't know. We'll have something soon, right?
Hopefully, sometime soon we'll get back into the
I
studio.
mean, Memories in Space and Compromise, they're just amazing songs. And for anyone that hasn't heard them, please make sure that you go on their social media and throw them love. Go on YouTube, Spotify, all these different things, because they're amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, out of your originals, what's your favorite one to perform? And can you give us a little bit of a story behind it?
Who would like to start this?
I will. I really like playing all. Like I could give a reason for why, I like playing this song or that song or that song, but I'll give you an answer. I really like playing our one song that's unreleased called "Stolen Art." I like it because it's got a lot of energy, which a good amount of our songs do have. I feel like a lot of energy, but I like the words in it, and I don't think that the people that come out on the regular to see us know the words, but like if they can hear it occasionally when I'm saying, I think that they're like, wait, what did he say? Because it's just got like a bunch of weird words in it that, like, I don't know, are just kind of. It just fit in with the song. We didn't really think much about it. We just wrote it, and then like.
Now, what would you say the vibe of that song kind of is? I
don't know if you guys get the vibe from it, but I always say Reptilia by The Strokes. I feel like it's got that kind of energy in it, in a sense of like it just like it hits right away, and it just kind of just keeps going, and it's kind of like it's a little it's melodic, but then there's like some screaming.
It always keeps me on like a cliff. That song. It's like right on the edge of a cliff. I don't know how else to explain it, but like for me, back playing drums, like it's like it almost feels like it resolves, but almost feels like it doesn't resolve in a sense. I don't know how to.
No, it's like unsettled. It's like
it's got that.
It's a
vibe.
little bit like
I can't explain it really,
but
Reptilia is a good explanation, but
So that's like I'll pick that one. I could say it like about a couple other songs, but like I'll choose that one. What about you guys?
Mine's probably a song of ours called "Crazy Crazy." With like what we try to do live, we try to bring a show, and really excite and energize the crowd and stuff. So sometimes you feel your arms lock up and shit when it's like insanely fast. And Crazy Crazy is a little bit more of like a groove. It's a little bit not slower paced, but I don't have to go as hard or fast. I can just sit there and really groove in that kind of like pocket.
What a drummer answer, though, right?
So, how many original songs do you have released as of now?
Right now we have 5.
What's the 5th?
We have Compromise, Satisfied, Poison Ivy.
Space, Poison Ivy. Who's got it?
Yeah, we have 5 right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to release more soon.
Yeah,
we're still working on some things.
Yeah, we just took pictures for like cover art for like our next singles coming up and stuff like that. So
Oh, that's fun.
yeah, for sure. So we just today, just about like honestly like 45 minutes ago, like we got the cover art sent to us for the one single. So look cool, look cool.
So you guys are all over the place. I mean, you guys are playing. I mean, you've played in New York, you've played in New Jersey, you've played in Philly. Like, you're all over the place, and bigger name venues too.
Yeah.
What would you describe as one of your most memorable experiences, or one of your memorable experiences playing live?
Hold on. So there was a gig we just played. It was in Brooklyn. And the Meadows. So we do a cover of Led Zeppelin's Dazed and Confused, which is a song where you have a lot of free time of jamming, right? And in that free time, one of my favorite moments from a gig was watching Ryan climb scaffolding of the stage. Like, it's a big metal bar, right? It goes, I don't know how many feet that went up, but
15.
Like 15 feet.
It wasn't too high.
We were in the middle of play. It was our closing song. We're in the middle of playing. We get to a part where it's like kind of a chance where you have a break where you can drag this out as long as you want. And I look up and I see him just starting to climb this scaffolding to get to the top of it. So that was a pretty memorable moment that I would probably like to throw out there.
That was fun. I had a lot of fun doing that.
You always seem like you're having a blast.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like we just like see a stage and like just do it. You know what I mean? Just like, all right, I'm gonna climb this. Yeah. I'm gonna get on that. You know what I mean? That's always fun. You know what I mean? I liked when we played in LA at the Whiskey A Go Go, which is
wow.
Yeah, we played there, and I mean that meant so much to us because the Doors played there.
That's insane.
So many others, but like the Doors, like I feel like that's the first band that you think of when you think of like who's played there. So that was really cool for me. Like I don't know if
I mean, I don't know if there's like a specific
Rivet is sorry, not to step on you too, but there's a place called Rivet up by us in like Pottstown too. That like the shows there are just always. They just always hit.
And that's the type of place that like lets us just do
whatever we want to do up there.
And
so that's your home spot.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, kind of. It's definitely like one of our favorite places to play, and we played that. We were the first band to play there, so instantly that was just cool.
It just hit right away.
I mean? So yeah.
So you guys bring such just raw energy, and I mean the crowds just go wild. I mean, I remember the first time seeing you guys literally filled the room, and I was like, okay, like I can't even wait to see what. And I was so surprised because you guys mixed classics with a little bit of a different sound of them. Like some of them I was expecting to hear more of a rock and roll sound, and it was more graspy and more of a punk kind of like vibe to it. How do you guys engage with your audience and really like get the crowd hype like that?
I think the main thing we want to do, and we will always continue to work on it, no matter if we think we're really good at it or we're not, is just having like good engagement with people. So maybe like talking to the crowd, or in between making a joke or something like that. And then when you're in the middle of playing a song, you're moving around, you're jumping around, doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Zach could be back.
Scaffolding.
Right. Zach could be in the back, smashing all the drums, and it's loud and crazy and fast. You know what I mean? But people will react to that because they'll think, that's crazy, that's cool. Let me cheer now, or raise my glass or whatever.
Right. I think that like probably, and this might sound weird because you're talking about engaging with like the crowd and stuff like that, but I think a lot of it probably just like goes down to like how much we have fun just simply playing it. You know what I mean? Like I know that might sound stupid or some shit.
You feel it. You
But
definitely.
like, I mean, we're not, we're not really thinking like, not in like a bad way towards the crowd or something like that. But we just enjoy playing music. I mean, we're doing the same thing when we're just playing downstairs, practicing in my basement. It's just just have as much fun while you're playing it as you possibly can, and then
People will go along with you with
Yeah,
that.
it's like an energy kind of transfer where
Yeah.
it's like you're feeding off the crowd and they're feeding off you.
Yeah, because people can sense, when you're being real. You know what I mean? When you're not just trying to let me just try doing this for the crowd or something like that. Just like, I mean, have fun.
I love that you really shape your shows. Like every show that I've seen by you guys, and I've seen quite a few, are totally different.
Yeah.
Like they just have a totally different vibe. It's like a totally different environment.
Right.
Yeah, we try to just bring something unique to each one. Like it doesn't matter if it has to do with the songs we're playing, or maybe like, in between a song we say something a little different, or
And and to his point about being real, I mean, I feel like that kind of impacts it because every show's at a different date, different time, could be at a different place. You know
Could
what I
be
mean?
even different lighting.
Yeah.
It sounds like stupid.
So you're not like we don't have like a set like, okay, at 2 minutes of this song, Ryan's gonna go do this, and Liam's gonna be in this spot. You know what I mean? And not bashing people that would do that, but that's where it's like every show's kind of something you should come out
It's not
for because
scripted.
it's gonna
Not
be
scripted.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing that I love, and with Strange Culture too, and the Grimjacks, you guys stay for each other's show. Like the support that you guys give each other is just amazing.
yeah, well, that's what you got to do. You got to network, you got to connect. It can come in handy if you book a show and hey, do you know two other bands? Like, oh, we know these two other bands. You know what I mean? Like, you help each other out. You get to know each other. Your fans get to know each other. You all connect, and stream each other's music. Whatever you're doing, follow each other. It's all
Shout outs.
yeah. It's all a big networking scene. That's what it's all about. It doesn't matter if it's bands here, or if it's bands in Los Angeles or New York or up in Boston. Like
Right.
you just gotta.
I mean, you
continue.
socialize with them. You socialize with their fans or friends
Yeah.
or fucking parents. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
anybody.
And it's just like,
It's only gonna help everybody out.
Yeah, everybody's trying to do the same thing. We're just doing it in however way each one of us is doing it.
Yeah.
So I have a great question for you next. How do you guys handle technical difficulties and unexpected issues during your live performances? Because you guys are constantly playing.
Yeah.
right.
I mean that's really there's a very rare situation in which we're gonna stop. You know what I mean?
A lot of the time, I feel like it goes into it too. Like, we all know each other so well playing music that, like, when we have something that we need to cue each other for, it doesn't matter whatever technical difficulty is. We know how to like fill up the time, or like to hold off of whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, there's been a few instances where like Ryan's broken a string on stage, or even me, and like we just kind of know, like, all right, just kind of wait till the end of the song quickly. Somebody's there to grab the other guitar, whatever.
Yeah, don't panic or anything.
Don't panic,
Yeah,
just continue.
Like, do your thing.
People half the time, most of the time, people don't even notice, and they think it's badass or something.
Yeah,
whatever
you
you're
can make
doing.
a thing out of it too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, like handle everything. I mean, that's like
we've been.
not even-
Yeah, well, no, I was just gonna. We've been fortunate enough that we haven't had too many serious technical difficulties. Knock on wood, but like
My show just is like nothing works.
yeah, but because we always have a good setup wherever we're at usually. People will help us with whatever we need, and we make sure, like, all right, we're ready to go. We sometimes we are thinking about if something does happen, what are we going to do in that situation? Because most of the time when we're practicing, we have technical difficulties down here. When maybe the mics aren't working for a second, or
shocking you.
Yeah, shocking you, or you break a string and you're like, oh shit, all right, let's move on to this now. Like, we know what to do in those situations.
There's one time, like real quick, where like I broke my string at a festival. It's actually on YouTube. It was like some festival, and one of his dad's friends lived nearby and had guitar. Like, he's a guitar player, so he went to go get a guitar or something, and we just were playing Oasis.
Yeah, we just
You know
played
what
two
I mean?
Oasis
So it's
songs
like,
all
you
the
know,
time.
So it's like I could just like for a second I could pretend that I was Liam Gallagher.
That's the thing with how long we've been playing together too. In that situation, with how long we've been playing together, it's like, okay, we're gonna do this song now. Okay, we're gonna do this song now instead of what we originally planned on doing because now he doesn't have a guitar or some, you know, or whatever situation it is. But in that one in specific,
we always have something to fill up the time, whether it's another song or like somebody to say something to the crowd or whatever.
Jokes.
Yeah.
You know, I got a lot of those.
So have you've played a lot of festivals, shows. Have you done any of the Battle of the Bands yet?
No, it's funny. We were just now our booking agent Frank. He asked us if we wanted to do a Battle of the Bands, and I said like, yeah, maybe. But I'm never like really like me personally. I don't really like the idea of them, just because it's like I'm scared of losing. No,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a part of that or something like that. But I just think like it's like, why does music have to be a competition? You know what I mean? It's like you're not fucking athletes here. You know what I mean? You're not trying to score more points than the other team. You know,
It's
like,
subjective.
it's what?
Music is subjective.
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
So, you know what I mean? And it's like,
I like playing at a place with like, you know, we're playing a gig at a place with like 3, 4, however many other bands or artists are, and like everybody's not like worrying about like whooping the other artist's ass.
Yeah.
however, a lot of bands are like that though. I'm not gonna lie. We've met, and my dad's coming down the stairs right now. He's about to.
Let's say hi.
Okay.
I love your dad.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Hey, Dad. We're on a podcast.
Hi, Ryan's dad.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm doing okay. My cat survived the day. Ryan will tell you the story.
I would love to hear it.
He's got to be fed 3 times a day now, okay?
Gotcha. Okay. My cat needs to be fed 3 times a day now.
What happened to your cat?
He's not. He's a little.
He's
getting older, and he's a little under the weather. You know, he wasn't like coming out underneath the couch. You know, he was just chilling there. And my dad was like, "Oh, something's wrong with him." I'm like, "He's fine," because he does this every now and then, like once every like half a year. He'll have like a couple days where he just doesn't. This is so off topic. But you know what I mean? Where he just doesn't come out. You know?
That's how we do.
Yeah.
I get like that too.
I mean, I was a little off today. I mean, it's really smoky up my way,
Oh yeah.
It kinda is here,
it's
too.
yeah.
which I'm kind of over the smoke.
Yeah,
Right.
we 3 to 4 days. Canada just releases it on our asses.
Yeah.
And the heat's like making it like brutal.
Yeah.
Until that comes my way, I'll get it like tomorrow. Wake up in Philadelphia will be just smog.
Yeah, it's like the first time it was like, what was like the air index?
quality
thing?
index.
Air
Yeah,
quality
it
was
was
like 2
2
something.
It was like red.
It was like
Yeah.
a red X.
Yeah,
Up
it
the
was
street
wild.
was
Yeah.
up the street for me was maroon. They were in maroon. It was like past red.
That's terrifying. I was
It was
like,
crazy. The whole sky was like reddish purple.
I know.
I was worried. I wasn't like worried about myself because I was like, my family used to smoke in the car with me as a kid, so I was like, I'll be fine. But the dog,
Right.
Yeah. My niece, she was, it was water day at school for her. She was like 4. She's 4, so
no way.
yeah, and they canceled that.
Thank God. I can't imagine. Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, you don't want to subject them to that.
Yeah, but then she came over here and we have a pool in our backyard, so we chilled out by it.
Chilling out. It
So
ended
you
up
made up for it.
anyway.
We did it anyway, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, she doesn't care.
Okay. She's just like, you know what? Day off. Day off from
Just
school.
for a little bit, we were outside.
Even.
Yeah.
So as far as your personal lives, how do you kind of find balance between constantly playing music and your everyday life?
Well, I mean, we're all the cool thing about like these two and stuff like that, and you know, this band and the way it was formed was we're all in it. You know, we have the same goal. I mean, and we're all aware of what it takes to reach that goal. So, you know, obviously, you come out and see us for half an hour, 40 minutes. You saw us for 40 minutes, but we do this every day.
It's become second nature to us. Like,
we don't even think about
this
it.
is our our personal lives.
Yeah,
because we're friends too.
Yeah, it's not like we just play music. We hang out and watch, the Phillies or go out to the bar or whatever. You know what I mean? So we socialize with other people too. It's not like we're just always in the basement. Just all right, we're playing music and we're just together. Doing.
So it's a lot of fun chilling with these guys right here.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
So we work hard on what we do, and whether it's writing or playing live or recording or releasing and the business side of things, and then we're enjoying the time that we have together doing that, and then we enjoy the time that we have.
We lose them?
I think we lost. Oh, they're back. Okay.
You're back.
Can you guys hear us?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Could you hear us?
Yeah, you're good. So you mentioned your goals, and I know that you're very goal driven. What is some of your visions for the band for the future?
Filthy rich.
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
forgetting about everybody up in this area that's supporting us. No,
we just want to keep moving forward, keep getting a bigger fan base, getting music out there, keep having fun doing it. We just want to make sure we're every day, every week, every month, every year, we're moving in a forward direction. We don't want to sit still and just be, all right, we're doing the same thing we were doing 6 months ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Just keep at, take it as far as we possibly can, because obviously, we're not where we want to be. You know what I mean? And I don't think we'll ever be where we want to be, because we could have Grammys and shit like that and top the charts.
90,000 views of one song is quite impressive.
What's that? Say again.
I said one song alone, 90,000 views. That's pretty impressive.
Right. And those are certainly things that we're proud of, and we appreciate every one of those individuals that made that possible for us to get that number, for sure. But we want more people to be able to have the enjoyment, hopefully, of listening to Milou Sky and seeing what we're doing, and we can continue to have fun with.
And that's it. If we're not having fun, we're not gonna do this. You know what I mean? Like, we're not.
It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be a job. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be like
passion.
A passion. Yeah. Right.
Just the second that it's like we're not having fun, then we'd be like, what the fuck's up? You know what I mean? But it's like, it's so fun. Like, who wouldn't want to do that? So it's like, just take it as far as we possibly can and have as much fun as we possibly can when we're doing it. So
you mentioned growing your audience. What are some of the ways that you go about promoting yourselves and attracting a new audience?
There's
after you.
Okay. There's a lot of different ways we do it. There's things we want to work on, and there's ways we do it. So we continue to post on Instagram, running ads for Instagram.
Social media in general.
Social media in general, but specifically just Instagram. That's where we've been really focused on for a while. Something we want to get into is like TikTok, and doing all that stuff, which we've tried it in the past. We didn't exactly know what we were doing, so we have a new idea and a new outlook on
Jesse's TikTok famous.
Yes,
Oh, yeah?
yes, I was at one point.
Do a TikTok with our sound.
I might have to come out of retirement for you guys.
Oh my gosh, let's do a duet with their song.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Great.
No, we're serious, Jesse.
What's your name on there, Jesse? Vampire Brat?
Re-download for you guys. I just might.
What is your TikTok name? It's Vampire Brat, but
I
you
think
spell
it's Vampire Brat. I was doing too well. I got overwhelmed. So do you ever have those moments where you need to step back from something because it did too more? I'm afraid of success sometimes. I'm like, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed now. I got to step back.
I can understand. I mean, it's you gotta keep on chugging forward.
You gotta
know what I mean?
come forward.
Give
I
the
guess
people what
too.
they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grab that fire.
Just
Yeah.
own it.
Can you please tell them about the one that went like viral?
Are you talking about the mashed potato one?
Yes.
Which
Okay.
one? Which one?
I'm always about making the it's about making the music you want to hear or making the content you want to see. And I stuck my hand in a bowl of Texas Roadhouse mashed potatoes and filmed it, and it got like what 5 million views. It was like
Wow. How
know,
much of them did you pay for?
weirdly enough, none. And I would just I don't know what the algorithm wrote on. I guess a lot of people were just like, mashed potato. Girl, you sticking a hand in a Texas Roadhouse potato?
They were mad.
Vibing with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love mashed potatoes?
No, I did. It was me and my ex. We made the squish. We held hands in the mashed potatoes and put just the two of us, and then squish.
Right.
Yeah, it was really gross. I love that.
No, that's
Yeah.
That's honestly awesome.
That's
So,
really cool.
Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why not?
Yeah, but we have to
What content
definitely.
you want to see?
We have to do one
I mean,
of
when
my
I open up
guys.
TikTok, I'm like,
Absolutely.
crossing my fingers, please. Let me see some people like holding hands and mashed potatoes. So
Yeah.
it's like, if it were, you know what I mean?
It went. I think it got so big because everybody was tagging like their boyfriend and being like, "It's us."
right.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened.
No, that's really cool though.
You
That's
started
like,
a trend.
that's
Yeah.
the claim to fame.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
dope.
guess this one's a little more aimed at you, Ryan. When you're playing multiple shows in a weekend, which you do pretty frequently, is there anything that you have to do to kind of like take care of your voice or prep yourself?
Oh, I don't do anything. I don't do anything. It's horrible. Like, right now, I don't know if you can hear it, but like I lost my voice from our last gig 2 days ago when we played in Brooklyn at this place called the Meadows. And like yesterday, it was really trash. I was like nervous about doing this podcast because I was thinking like, what if I can't like talk at all? Because like I had no voice, but it came back a little bit. But I don't really we have a manager who showed me a couple things to do to like kind of loosen your voice, and I can't do them right now because not only do they sound weird just hearing them, but I physically can't right now because like if I did anything with my voice, like speak up more or did some sort of falsetto thing,
You try not to talk like in between, like a lot, like after a gig or before.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like the problem. Like, you know what I mean? Like if they're a gig, like there'll be people that like want to come over and say something or whatever, or I'm pretty noisy. You know what I mean? So like I'll just be talking just to talk. You know what I mean? And then it's like it's just doing my voice more dirty. You know what I mean? And then you know what I mean? I get screwed up. But
There's stuff he does do like to try to take care of it. You know what I mean? Like leading up. Yeah.
Yeah, I take
leading up to a gig too, he's not gonna sing as much, you know what I mean? If he knows like, all right, my voice is I need to preserve it a little bit more, he'll do that, And me and Zach are encouraging him to go, just like kind of chill, it's not needed if we don't need it,
Yeah.
So I mean, it's as much as that, but right now, and it shouldn't be like this because I should take it more seriously. But right now, it's just kind of like, just go out there and
stay by day
and belt it. You know what I mean, or something. You know what I mean? So
now, as far as your writing process, what kind of goes into that? Do you guys each take your own thing, or do you guys kind of do it together?
I mean, there's a lot of different ways we do it. Like sometimes we'll just be like jamming, practicing for a gig, for example, and one of us will play something, and it will just lead to an idea. Sometimes he'll just have Ryan will just have like a thing. Hey, I worked on this today. What do you guys think? We'll sit down and mess around with it a bit. There's always like something that comes along that lets us start.
Fluid.
it's like it's all over the place, so it's like really hard to explain. But I mean, yeah, practicing a lot, just kind of like, because you could do like another song, like you could be covering a song, and then you just played something a little differently, and then all of a sudden it's your own thing, or you watch a movie. As stupid as that sounds, like you watch a movie and that makes you feel a certain way. So then when you're playing guitar later, you're just playing it in the mood of how that movie made you feel. You know what I mean? Or you listen to a song on the radio and you think that the singer's saying this, but they're really saying that, but you like what you thought that they said. So then it sticks with you. Then you know what I mean? It's really hard to explain because it's so. I think probably, I think probably other musicians would be able to relate to it in the sense of that there's no formula to it, but I don't know. That's just what we do. It can come from anything. It could be from him playing something on guitar, and I'm just like, what's that? He's like, oh, I was just messing around. I was like, record that, or he plays a drum beat that sounds really cool, and it's just like. Well,
Now, are you guys familiar with DW Presents and that whole thing? Because I know Strange Culture, they were recently played on there, and they're getting wrapped up with it. Do you know it? Do you know about that?
I might have heard of that. Is that some sort of like performance thing, like on?
Basically, you submit a song and then they play it. They decide, like, everybody kind of votes and either votes you through, or you kind of have to wait for the next time that you go through. But it's a really cool way to hear other musicians and to kind of get your songs out there. And Bobby Blackcraft is on there. I'm trying to think. Josh Balls. Like it's a pretty big thing. There's a lot. I mean, it's all originals, but I mean, it's a way to really like get yourself out there.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely have to check that out.
Check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I know Strange Culture did submit their song, so I mean, Nick could kind of tell you how to submit, but I think it's fairly easy, and why not?
Yeah,
for sure.
No, for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, none of us have heard of it.
We haven't heard of it.
We'll
I mean, we always want to.
It's on Twitch. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Twitch.
I
mean, it's like
we're familiar, but like we don't have anything with that.
But might want to start one. Just, I mean, it would be great for you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, and basically, you just need people going on there at first saying your name once you're submitted, and they play it.
Right. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. No, we'll have to definitely look into that.
Yeah.
But it really gets your name out there, and even like bands that are local that are looking for someone to play with.
Yeah, right.
A lot of them do look to DW Presents.
Makes sense. Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, we'll check it out for sure. Yeah.
So, how do you kind of like balance like everything going on? Like as far as like timing, like when to release something, when to do cover shows, like how do you kind of
so when it comes down to our performances and stuff, we kind of roll with whatever comes our way. You know what I mean? Like we're down to play anywhere really all the time. So we don't really dwell on anything in particular. We just kind of do what comes our way.
Yeah, no, I mean there'll be some places that like want us to play just like all cover songs, and then we'll just have to prepare for that. And there'll be some places that specifically want original bands, and then we'll play much more originals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what?
Yeah.
Because I was kind of wondering, like, are you in the future like looking to collab with other bands or looking to maybe have a single artist perform with you?
Actually, it's funny that you say that because in a couple singles from now, we're actually releasing a song with a feature from a guy. His name is Johnny Craig. He was in a band called Dance Gavin Dance.
Yeah, yep.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you know. Okay, cool. Yes, we met him just the other day. Actually, we played at the
our show in Brooklyn. He was like the headliner.
Yeah. So I mean,
wow, that's huge.
Yeah.
You know, and he actually seemed like a really cool dude.
Yeah.
And I hope I don't sound like an asshole for saying this, but I was expecting that he probably wouldn't be the most, you know, cool type of dude. But
just because of his persona and all that,
you know.
Yeah.
We met
Don't
him.
you just love when someone's like how you expect them to be?
Yeah. Right. Because I was following him for a second, and the security guard that was standing next to him was holding him back away from me. I just want to introduce myself. My name is Ryan. I'm from a band called Milou Sky. And he stopped the guy, and he's like, yeah, no, I've heard of you. Yeah, I met your friend in the bathroom. He met Liam in the bathroom, and he was like, no, I'm excited for our song. Gave me a bro hug and stuff like that. Man, you were quick.
I'm rushed.
Yeah, but no, he seemed like a really cool dude, and we're excited for our single to get out there with him, and hopefully it does something really special. You know what I mean? So
hopefully everybody likes it.
yeah. As for like local artists and stuff like that, I'd say like we're almost like always down to try something, but I haven't.
It's always hard to work that stuff out.
Yeah.
Because you know everybody's doing their own thing, you know, and everybody has their own niche and all that, you know, that they want to keep to. Same thing with us. Like we keep rolling with whatever we get. You know what I mean? If somebody wants to collab or somebody wants to play with it, you know, if a band asks us to play a show with them, absolutely, we'll play anywhere. But you know, collabing is always difficult just because everybody's got their own schedules, everybody's doing their own thing.
And that's when like the writing process comes in and stuff like that. And it's like what you're doing could be completely different from what we're doing.
Sometimes it doesn't mesh, and sometimes it will mesh. You know,
Yeah.
it just depends on the person and the band or the artist or whatever.
Yeah.
So, what can fans expect from your live show?
I think you can
You
expect
the unexpected.
Yeah,
right?
something
you know?
different.
it's got energy. We always want to impress people, so like we're always trying to play as well as we can.
It's also got, you know, it's all, I almost feel like it's even more than just what we're playing too. You know what I mean? It's a show. You know, we try to take advantage of whatever places. It could be like a outdoor big open festival. It could be a tiny bar, you know what I mean, where we have 2 feet of space between us. You know what I mean? We try to work with what we have to create something enjoyable with the music and with what you're seeing.
Yeah, you're always gonna see a band that's gonna leave it all out there. You know what I mean? Whether you like us, love us, hate us, don't really care for us, you know, we're gonna do something that we're gonna give it everything that we got, you know.
The best thing, what we feel like, because you know, more than once, like it's not a cocky thing or anything, but like people talk about us the next day. You know, we have noticed. You know what I mean? Or they'll be hitting us up the next day, be like, "Yo, you guys were insane," and we just like that because we think like, all right, you know, we're doing
impression.
We're doing something right.
If
we
people can leave thinking like, hey,
I saw 10 different bands today, but I remember that band.
I saw this band just and it hit me in a different way. You know what I mean? Like, or that was different. You know what I mean? Whether I fucking hated or I loved it, that was different from what I saw. You know what I mean? So it's like what, you know, what we said, you know, expect the unexpected, you know, just, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it's just.
Here's a good one that's going to make you think. What are some of the most important, or what is at least one of the most important lessons that you have learned as a band so far?
Oh, there's a lot of
there's
open-minded.
You know, open-minded. You know what I mean?
That encapsulates, like, you know what I mean, with being open-minded, you know, you might not have thought about this route or this or that, or we don't want to do that, or, you know, but
don't trust everybody.
On social media, dude.
Yeah.
No.
If somebody says they can do something for you, like
chances are that probably not.
75% of the time they can't do anything for you.
Oh my God. You know how many times like we've trusted somebody and then this person just like literally scammed us.
Yeah.
You know.
It happens, you know what I mean?
Like, so it's like
with promoters?
Promoters or like somebody who's like, hey, I can get you a bunch of streams or something like that.
I can get you on Billboard.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of nasty people out there.
Trying to find those connections through to.
It's got to be organic. The one thing that you're always going to see as an artist is that record labels or anybody who's in the music industry can see through all the bullshit. Like if you don't have organic stuff,
that's so good.
you're not gonna get anywhere. You're just gonna continue playing your bars and all that stuff. You're not gonna get any further.
Yeah, dude. No, like everybody that's like a somebody can see through all the bullshit. That was beautiful.
Yeah,
that was so good. Like because like there's so much people who are so fake, and all the real people can be like, that's fake. Yeah. And we can see it.
It's simple. We even start to see it now with people like that we follow on social media. Like if it's a particular artist, maybe not everybody.
You're so fake. Your streams are fake. Your comments are fake. Your likes are fake.
And it's easy to present that with social media today because there's so many different ways to like get streams, likes, views, followers, anything, and a lot.
And with how much you guys have promoted yourself online and really like put the time in, how does it feel when there are other bands that, they buy their numbers?
Well, it's not something, we're worried about what we're doing. You know what I mean? They can,
That's good. Yeah.
They can do what they, whatever they want to do. All credit to them. We're all, they have the same goal. They want to get to where they want to be too. They just might be doing it a different way.
Don't look at what.
I don't take like jealousy or like, oh, you're faking it or this or that. Because to his point, to where you want to go, if you want to be that artist that's doing massive tours with the record label's going to see what they want to see. And see through the stuff.
You'd rather like 50 real people fucking with you. I'm sorry, I don't mean to curse or anything like that.
Oh no, you're fine. You can curse.
You'd rather have 50 people rocking with you than 50,000 people not really rocking with you. You know what I mean? And it's just like
just growing that organic following in PA, in PA, like in our local area, Philadelphia, New York. We're organizing, hopefully a tour for October, going down the East Coast, that type of thing.
Hopefully?
No, I said, not hopefully. We're doing it. Please come out for the dates when they're released.
But
and I'd like to also talk about some of your shows coming up. Now, last week we had Strange Culture, and they're doing the Christmas in July also.
Yeah.
Right.
Now they started to tell us a little bit about it. Now the guy's name is Chris Smith, correct?
That's what I heard. Chris Smith.
So where is I forget where they said that the location is for that.
I'd love to tell you, but
it's at Chris Smith's house.
Yeah, it's at Chris Smith's house.
It's somewhere in, I think it was like Perkiomen or something like that. If that's an area or maybe a street. I don't know.
Now, for that, is it people coming out to the show, or is that online?
I think it's gonna be come out. It's a festival in like a backfield or something.
Yeah, it's a festival in this guy's backyard, and I don't know how much I can actually talk about it because I don't know too much. I just know we're playing from like 4 to 4:40 or something like that, and that's cool. You can go pee. Yeah. So it's at this guy's backyard who. We don't know, but apparently there's like every band that we know locally that is playing there, and plus way more than we know. So
if people want to come out, do they contact you? Like, who do they contact for that?
I imagine there's gonna be more stuff released on like the exact like a flyer or something on the exact address.
It's cutting it close though. You know what I mean? It's like.
But yeah, if anybody wants to come out, feel free to message us, and we'll let you know everything we know.
Yeah, I can't wait until we all know what's
where it's
exactly going on, which I'm sure has been messaged to us, but we got a good amount of messages that we got a good amount of messages, so it's like kind of hard to see everything. You know what I mean? But like when we get it, we'll post it up on our social media.
Are you gonna wear a Santa hat?
Zach said he was.
I'm wearing the Santa hat.
He's wearing the Santa hat.
Nice.
He's gonna his drums are coming in a big sack.
Oh, that's awesome! I love it.
Gonna put lights on that shit and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
And then you guys are you at Sweeney's? You're at Sweeney's after that.
Yeah.
So you're playing
the next day. So.
As far as Christmas, real quick though, I know a lot of people are going to be camping out and doing different things, so it should be a good time for everybody. On top of having music playing like the whole day,
barbecues.
But yeah, no, I know we'll be there for a good bit. Obviously, we have to be down in Philly the next day, so I'm not exactly sure how that's going to look, how long we're going to be there. You know what I mean? But it should be just a cool event for anybody who wants to come out and hear some cool bands from the area.
Wants a good burger.
Good burger.
Or a hot dog.
And Sweeney's, that's for, I'm guessing, the Future Stars show?
Sweeney's is a Future Star show, yeah. That's Elena.
Yeah, that's with, we love her, the one and only Elena Brockus.
She's so cool, yeah. So, yeah, she gets us a bunch of those, shows like that. And yeah, Sweeney's, always a fun place. Always a fun place. It's always got already a nice big crowd, regardless of who's playing there. It seems like there's already just people who come out just because it's.
And you guys are like established there. Like, how long have you been playing at Sweeney's?
We played, the first time we played is when we met you, actually. So
really.
We've only played there a few times, but each time it's been pretty fun. Like, we've enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, it's fun, and you meet a lot of people. Like, I love those Future Star shows because you meet so much people. There's like always like 5 or 6 other bands at the least or something like that that are there. And then like we said, you meet their connections. Yeah, you talk to them, you get to know them, you follow each other on Instagram or whatever platform and stuff like that. So it's always a good time.
Yeah.
Not to mention, Jack's always like, he's all about those pretzels, the big pretzels that come out on the.
Do they come out on the hook?
Yes.
Wow, they're the best.
We walk in, he's like,
hook.
Anything for a pretzel.
My favorite thing about Sweeney's was I beat his dad in pool there. He wiped the floor.
Nice, and he's always playing pool.
He's a pool shark.
He wiped the floor with me the next 4 games, but like I got the first one.
But you got that one.
Matters.
Yeah.
Is that all that matters? Because
I should have quit when I was ahead. But
do you rub it in his face like every once in a while? That one time.
To take that and put in your pocket.
Yeah.
So,
but no, in all reality, it's a really fun place to play, a great place to play, and just a great place to meet a bunch of different artists that we might not run into in Pottstown, or that sort of thing.
And you guys do a lot with the Gem, also.
Yes.
Yeah, we've played there. So it used to be called Chaplin's. We've been playing there since it was called Chaplin's.
We've been playing there since your little brother was like 13.
Yeah.
They were an awesome place too. We started playing there, like we showed up to an open mic a long time ago, and I don't remember who it was, but a guy saw us there and was like, "You guys shouldn't be playing the open mic. We should book you, not to sound cocky or anything, but that's kind of how we got in there."
Was that one of your first gigs?
It was pretty close. So when we started, we just kind of did like open mics and stuff because, we had to feel out performing live. You know what I mean? We were like, 15, 16 years old.
Yeah, we were just figuring out what we were going to do.
Yeah. So, and even then, like we played really good together, but we didn't have the showmanship yet. You know what I mean? We've really come into that over the last like year and a half, 2 years of where we know like, all right, we got to like put on a show for the people to know, hey, we're Milou Sky. This is who we are. You got to enjoy it.
So we started off in that realm and that kind of racket.
Yeah.
And
we would just go around to different places in Berks County or down towards Pottstown. We might have got down towards Philly like once or twice.
And then we got close with Chris, who's the owner there, and then now you can pretty much, in a pretty routine fashion, see Milou Sky down at the Gem.
Yeah. Every couple months.
Yeah, we're playing there September 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's gonna be so much fun for me because specifically for that show, I'm like 92% sure that we're playing it's like a tribute night.
That's right. Yeah.
So like you got to be a tribute band, and my favorite band, which means it's our favorite band, and we're going to do it. No, we're gonna be doing Actually, you can't really quote me on this because it's not confirmed 100%. It's confirmed that we're playing there September 3rd, but
I gotta hear if you could pick any tribute band, who would you
Well,
want to
I
tribute?
need to know who the favorite band is.
I know,
It's
you
the
can't like half say it.
it's the Arctic Monkeys, and I love the Arctic Monkeys so much. I'm looking at a poster of them in our basement right now, and I'm going to see them 2 days later. So
Really?
I'm like really excited to go, to do this because when we play Arctic Monkeys live, I mean, like everybody that
We cover a few songs already, but obviously, it's not a tribute show. You come out to see us, but when it's a tribute night, you have a chance.
I'm gonna slick my hair back and I'm gonna wear some British suit or
It's like
something.
so funny. I remember when the Arctic Monkeys they like put out a demo, and I was like, this shit rules. And then like maybe like 10 years later, they just blew up.
Yeah, when they released AM, they blew up in America for sure because they were massive in the UK.
Yeah.
With their first 4 albums.
Yeah.
But then they did AM, and everyone was like, "This is massive." It sounded like
it was massive. I was like, that band I saw do that like demo like a million years ago. I was like hella young, and then I was in my 20s. I was like, huh? I was like, never thought I'd hear that name again.
Wow. If you end up doing that tribute, you've got to at least take one video and send it to them.
For sure.
Send it to the Monkeys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Send it to the Monkeys.
I'll do everything.
We'll do everything we can to do that.
The Monkeys.
I got my Alex Turner shirt all ready for September 5th. I'm going to be standing there in the pit right there. I'm going to be like, Alex. He's the lead singer of them. But no, that'll be a lot of fun, because we already got down a good amount of Arctic Monkeys songs, but we'll be doing.
Dude, I bet you look good on the dance floor.
Yeah, we will be doing that one for sure.
Oh yeah.
Ryan has the best like Justin Bieber hair. Like
it's more like a Kurt. A little bit.
Like Kurt. Yeah, I've heard that before too. Yeah, I've heard both. I've heard those two, and then I've heard one other guy, Ross Lynch.
Okay.
You guys know him.
I can see it.
He was on Austin and Alley, and for the longest time, everybody would just be like, "Yo, you're Austin from Austin and Alley." I'm like, at the first couple times, I'm like, "Who is that?" And then by the third or fourth time, I was like,
I better learn who the hell this guy is.
I'm Austin from Austin and Alley. So. And I mean, it's a compliment though. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he's on he's in that one band, Driver's Era or some shit. So it's cool.
But since we are getting like closer to wrap up time, as far as social media, you said that you usually pick Instagram as your primary. Like
usually Instagram is where we're just most active. It's just it's the one we like the most too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean it's just got everything. Like I mean you
can post and you can let people know about different things.
You can do reels.
Yeah.
You can do
visual
captions. You can DM everything. I get it. I just get it. Facebook. I don't like Facebook. I mean I'll use it for sure.
For some reason I feel like I post something now and it gets no likes, and I post it on any other social media and people like it.
I feel like that's kind of been happening with my posts, but I am a chronic meme shit poster. So I'm like, sometimes I'm like, am I burying myself in content?
Maybe. I don't know. Facebook's algorithm is honestly weird.
Facebook's like, Facebook's kind of more like, it's just
it's like Instagram 10 years ago.
It's like Instagram 10 years ago. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, it's cool, but it's like, it's more like for like family gatherings.
Yeah.
I'll have like hundreds of thousands of people, or hundreds to thousands of people on my story.
Yeah.
With each post, but then I'll post something and it gets like 9 likes.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate
it's weird
Facebook.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it, but like I hate
we'll
it.
we'll use it in a
It's
sense
like a
of
love-hate thing.
we we'll use it in a sense that it's something that we should be using too.
I definitely feel like it's become more of like a networking thing that you just post, and like I definitely
It's
lean
good for
more
live
towards
events because
TikTok
you
and
can send
It's
Instagram.
good
live.
for events. Yeah, definitely good for events.
Yeah, I mean, but like it's 2023. Instagram.
So
TikTok.
if someone is trying to book you for a show or get in touch with you, Instagram is where they go,
Instagram's the
or
best. Instagram's the best. That's where we're going to be most responsive. Even if you want to contact us this way, like we do have our email in there as well.
okay.
But a DM suffices.
Suffices.
That's gonna. I don't know if that's a word, but
No, it is.
all your information is at the bottom of the screen, like as we're
Yeah.
talking. So
I mean, you go on Instagram and then you like it says like call, email, message.
I mean, just contact
So
us.
yeah, just
there.
reach out to. We're happy to play
You know,
anywhere, anytime.
Yeah,
really.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
And also, is there any other message that you kind of want to get through to your fans or new viewers about Milou Sky?
Be here now.
I'd say just like
Like,
just
watch,
along for the
subscribe.
ride.
Come along
What's
for
that?
the
Come along for the ride.
We
Join us.
appreciate each and every
You
one
know?
of
Yeah. I mean, you come
yeah.
out to our show, you're gonna hear from one of us.
yeah. Come out to the shows.
If you message us, if you even message us on Instagram and stuff, like you're like a 99% chance of getting a message back. You know what I
Like
mean? Even
99.9.
yeah, even if you're just a fan being like, hey, I just wanted to say I love your song. So
You
much.
can follow us, and now, not like earlier, but like now, you follow us, you gotta follow back. You gotta follow back, and then like an emoji sent to your DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are
Comment.
really good about interacting with
You
fans.
respond back in the comment sections.
Allie, something that I'm like, what is like? We follow you on Instagram. We don't have a follow back on Instagram.
You don't?
We don't. I think we get I think we got like a Facebook follow, but
Hold
like
on.
Instagram follow.
I'm gonna fix that right now.
We need to all.
I'm not as good with Instagram. Like I just started like getting more.
Yeah. No, that's good.
That's okay. Yeah. And Jesse, you too on specifically Instagram, but TikTok.
I just followed on Instagram.
So
All right, we
I-
appreciate that, but we'll be DMing you. TikTok.
oh yeah, definitely.
Every single,
Yeah.
Yeah, work at building yours. I've been working on mine, so we can build it together.
TikTok.
I gotta get back into it, man. It's a lot of, pictures. I can pump out pictures every day, videos. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
No, I get it.
it's like so much more work.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And TikTok seems like such like a.
You gotta I'm like editing bits.
No, you gotta invest in it.
I'm like,
You
I
gotta
don't.
invest in it.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
would
quick.
love to hear you do a version. For some reason, I think of you like when I hear it. Have you ever heard that song "Maybe" by Machine Gun Kelly and "Bring Me to the Horizon"?
Not off the top of my head. Can you sing it?
Well, I can't sing. I'm not even gonna attempt that because you won't even know what it is. But look it up because I could totally see you guys like doing your spin on that, and that would make a really good TikTok.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to check.
Maybe.
Machine Gun Kelly.
And-
Maybe we'll do it.
And maybe
Brian's like, maybe we won't.
I don't know.
No, we'll check it out.
Yeah, no, for sure though.
And definitely make sure that you submit to DW Presents on Twitch.
Yeah.
And to the viewers, please make sure you go on, like, watch, share. Sharing is such a huge thing for all the bands. Like, make sure, even if you share once a day to one person, share as much as possible.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you
It was
so
fun.
much, guys, for coming on
Bye.
tonight. And I would love to have you
Yeah.
back on in the future.
For sure.
Absolutely.
We'd love to be back.
Just
on.
send us a message. We'll be here.
Yeah.
I will on Instagram.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I look forward to doing TikToks.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yes. Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We'll all go to Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go, mashed potatoes. So I am definitely going to try and get down to the Future Star show, and hopefully Jesse can get out to one of the shows
Do my
soon.
best. Absolutely. Just give me the
Awesome.
dates.
Yeah.
So much fun. And just like you said to me about Instagram, I'm going to continue to talk about your merch, and hopefully one day there's a Milou Sky t-shirt.
Oh, you know
Okay.
what? That's I know we might not have that much time, but those are being worked on right now as we speak. You know,
Chef's kiss.
shirts will be coming out.
Yeah.
Very soon.
I need a message as soon as they're dropped.
For sure.
The
We'll
first
be
person,
posting.
the first person we messaged, Allie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Love you guys so much, and I will see you soon. Tell your dad I say hi, and hopefully your cat's okay.
Thank you very much. I know I woke up this morning feeling very
Worried.
is just the easy word for it. Yeah. So thank you very much, and we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Allie, Jesse, hope to see you at our next 3 shows.
Oh, definitely. And any shows that you have coming up, make sure to send me the flyer, and I'll make sure that it gets out on our pages.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank you
you.
guys so much. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good
Amazing.
They're
Super
they're just great.
cool. They got a lot going on for them, dude.
Funny story, I actually booked them
Did ya?
before I even heard them.
Really?
They walked in, and I literally had beelined for them when I was on the other show, and I was like, I love them. Like, I love their whole vibe as soon as they walked in. And I wanted to make sure that I had their name right before I went up to them, because I always say names wrong.
Mhm.
And I actually got it right. And I went up, and they were just so much fun. And then I heard them perform, and I'm like,
You're like,
wow.
like, what's about you?
I mean, just you get the vibes. I mean, with some of their songs, I felt like I was watching Nirvana Unplugged.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And then another song, it's completely I feel like I'm listening to the Beatles.
Mhm.
They have all the vibes of the great, and it's just
Yeah, they have all the elements.
and I love that these bands just support each other. I mean, what is coming up with the Philly Music Zine is just so cool, and so many shows coming up, and all these bands are interacting, and I just love it.
Yes, dude. You know, we got a lot going on in our city, and I love it, and I love to be a part of it, you know?
Yeah, every once in a while, I'm like, I would just love to move away. And then I think about it, I'm like, no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I get that. I feel that.
Even when I've taken vacations, I'm ready to get back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how I feel. I've literally kissed the ground when I got back to Philadelphia. When I came back from California, I was like, "Ooh, man!"
Even though it's nice to go other places for a minute, I could never be away that long.
I feel that completely.
When I was younger, I went to Fort Lauderdale for a month. We had originally only planned on staying 2 weeks, but we ended up staying a full month.
Mhm.
And man, I was so happy to get home. I just was. Even though it was so much fun and everything,
you were like, I'm done.
Uncomfortable in Philly. I just
You like to know where you are. You have your spots, you know.
Exactly.
I get that totally. I know where to get my hoagies, you know, and my, you know, where to get to get what I want is is what it is for me.
I wish I had known that you were wearing your Playboy hat because I have a Playboy hat too.
We could have matched.
I've had for
You're gonna have to
years.
start matching, girl.
Even though I look kind of weird in hats. Like I look good in like the gothic hats that are like big,
Big.
but I have like a big head.
I love a good hat because I'm a gym girly. So I need to go. I need to get my little hat on and my Adidas tracksuit and sweat my ass off for an hour a day in there. So I just burn off the steam from my brain so that I can go to bed without laying in bed and being like, when I was 12, I didn't like the way the teacher talked to me, or like remember that one time. Yeah, I need to be on that elliptical so this so that when I lay in bed at night, I'm like, no thoughts.
That's like the only thing I really go to in the gym. Like I always go over to the stairs or like.
Mhm. Oh, you're a stairs girly. You're powerful woman next to me. Because they don't walk around. Every time I'm on a Stairmaster, I see the light at the top of you're real close to that light, and it looks like you're ascending to heaven, and you will be ascending to heaven if you fall off that thing. So Allie has.
I feel like I'm like working at like making my butt look better, so like I just kind of keep chugging. But
yeah.
Or those ones where you're like rowing and you just look like an idiot.
If I do something like this, nothing makes me feel more awkward than
like I don't look good at the gym.
I know I don't.
I'm not a pretty runner.
I always say I look homeless. Like I look like I'm there to shower because I'll come in the morning or like late at night, and right now I'm like walking to the gym because it's like not far from me. So I'm walking in the 100-degree heat to the gym. I look like I'm there to shower and not work out. Like I know my vibe. That's why it's called the judgment-free zone. Do not judge.
I feel like people judge. Like I feel like whenever I go to places like that, like somebody's talking about me at their dinner conversation.
Yeah, somebody
like this girl.
Planet Fitness compilations of people using the equipment wrong the entire time. That's where I'm gonna find myself one day, and I'm gonna be like, I got through the door. That's what
I do like the ones with the steam room.
I love the massage chairs. The hydro massages are cool too. Like, but I be in the massage chairs. I'm like, working out. You know, that's really what I pay the $10 a month for is for the massage chairs.
I love those chairs so much. I'm like the idiot in the mall that's sitting there in the chair while everyone's walking by. I'm like, Jax, let's sit in the chairs.
I love to sit in the chairs. The chairs get me by.
They have them in such a random spot, especially in the Montgomeryville Mall. Like they're literally
awkward using them in public sometimes.
Yeah, you're like out in the middle of the walkway, basically.
Yeah, and I'm like, I feel great.
You know? I can't say I care though. Like they're that great.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Like I even like going to the 4D movies just because it's almost like
I've never I have been to 4D once. I take that back. Did do 4D once. It was cool. I was into it. I was vibing with it. You know,
every experience is totally different.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters was unbelievable, and like
I believe that
the best experience. I mean, when the vehicle was like swerving, it was like all over the place. Indiana Jones was a little much.
Yeah.
Like every time he would get hit or like anything would happen, you would get like a punch in your back.
It felt like you're on an actual roller coaster.
Poor Jackson, like his head was like right at the punching spot.
No,
like seeing his head.
Oh my god, that is too much.
Yeah, and like that they just added like a newer feature. It wasn't in the last one where they like blow air out from underneath. I don't know if it was more of the experience just with Indiana Jones, but they were blowing cold air out, and like we came prepared because we're like we go to a lot of movies. I mean, like we're movie enthusiasts. especially if they have reclining chairs.
Mm-hmm.
So we brought a blanket and like we come prepared. I was so cold. I literally was freezing. Like I didn't even know what to do.
Yeah.
And literally had to sit there. Get this?
Mm-hmm.
First time ever in my life, the entire time we're sitting there, this woman is taping. No, that was Elemental. This woman literally sat there through the entire movie, taping the movie.
Like on a cell phone?
Oh yeah,
I have actually never seen somebody do that.
I have never seen it either. And I even said something to her, and she kind of like gave me a nasty look and just kept doing it. And I felt like saying, like, "Wow, like really?" Yeah. And she was streaming it too, like streaming it from her phone. I'm like, wow, like really? You can't wait like everybody else?
I've never seen anyone have the gall to do that. That's actually
Jackson was so mad. He's like, I can't believe this woman's taping it. And it was like really distracting because the theater's so dark and she like had I mean blatantly. The person even came in that was like watching the theater and asked her to put it away twice.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a first though. I've never seen that in all my years of going to the movie. I have never seen one blatantly taping it like that.
People are wild.
I mean, I know people do it because it's on like the Fire Stick and like different things. I've just never seen someone actually do that.
Do it. I didn't even know people did that. I would be like, go at a time where there's literally nobody else going to go.
And this was busy. This was like 8 o'clock showing. Like,
no, why would you do that?
A whole theater full of kids, and the lady was down in front of us. Like she was down like below. We were in the middle, and she was like that lower section. So everyone in the theater could see what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
0 fucks given.
It's wild.
But
makes no sense.
On that note, but so I don't even know. I'm so tired at this point.
I get it, Allie.
We have such a crazy lineup and we have really been going
full force.
Yup. And I just want to give a huge shout out to Jesse because we really, this has been a lot. It's like every other night.
Yeah. And I'm here for it. I'm riding the ride and, committed to win it,
Oh, and we have so many fun guests coming up for the future. Make sure to check our social medias. We will be posting upcoming guests as they get closer to coming on. And with that, everybody, please have a great night. And thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to go on, like, and subscribe to our page. And I want to officially say we have a TikTok.
Woo!
A pretty little podcast TikTok.
Amazing.
So I will talk to you. Love you.
Love you guys. Bye.
Good night.